Real quick thank you to my patrons, RX, Phase 1 Foam YT, and Bearded_5. If you want to get videos a bit earlier, exclusive Patreon videos, or vote in exclusive polls, check out my Patreon. Alright, I got the new spare, and I'm gonna have to rearrange some stuff in the back to make it fit. How's the replacement antenna coming? Well, look at you, aren't you just the gearhead? Tell me, did all of this know-how come straight off of Google, or just 90%? Right back at you, Cupcake. Anyway, thank fuck for the internet, or else we'd be screwed. I think you just dusted the only vehicle experts for another 100 miles. Did I say it was your fault? I was there too. I know they started it. I'm just saying I wish they'd let me ask them a few questions before they started going for your throat. I get that you smell delicious. I really do. But you were with me. That's just plain rude. Doesn't the dibs rule mean anything anymore? Say what you will, but you don't try and steal someone else's prey unless you're fully willing to deal with the consequences. Hell, for all they knew, you could have been my thrall. They were just starting shit on purpose. I said they got what they deserved. Wait, do you seriously not know the difference? Well, fair point. I guess I never really thought about it. But now that you mention it, I guess vampire sociology would be pretty tricky to learn without a willing vampire participant. I mean, when it comes to biology, you can just strap one of us down and pull out the scalpels, but if I don't want to tell you about the latest trends, there's nothing you can do to make me. So, thralls. Or pets, or a few other less respectful names I could mention. Honestly, pet may be more accurate than thrall, but I'm going out of order. Let me try again. Obviously, we can enthrall people. You know that part already. You have an abundance of first-hand experience in that department, but being a thrall is different from being enthralled. You can use a thrall on pretty much any human who hasn't trained against it. And even stubborn little ones like you can still cave under the right amount of pressure. But you wouldn't call someone your thrall just because you've enthralled them. Hell, thralls don't ever have to be enthralled. It's just the etymology. Entomology? Word history. That. Only one of us has access to Google right now, Cupcake. You want me to finish explaining or not? My point is, enthralling is where the word thrall comes from, but it's not necessarily a component. It's just a common one. Because a thrall, when you get down to it, is just a human you like enough to keep around. And you of all humans know that most of you aren't really on board with the idea of being a vampire's piece of neck, so rather than deal with all the whining, I want to go home and please let me see my family, some vampires just opt to smooth things over. Yes, I know, it is fucked up, thanks. Some vamps get really creepy about it too and insist that their thralls truly love them or whatever. But sure as hell ain't me. If someone loves you, you don't have to fuck up their brain to make them stay. No, I've never had any thralls. I'd say I've had a few regular meals, maybe. A few live-in dinner guests, but no thralls. Anyway, I have to put the new tire away. Do you think I should change out your old ones while we're at this? I think the recommendation is to swap them every 6 years or so, and I don't know when you got these. I'm not changing the subject, I'm just done answering your questions. Dick move to steal prey, but much bigger dick move to fuck with someone else's thrall. Question answered, now can you answer mine? How old are your tires? Oh, you actually practice vehicle maintenance. You didn't strike me as the type. Of course. Wild feels the need to color code your instructions. Cupcake, I just pulled a trash bag containing what I remember to be a chainsaw covered in vampire blood out of the back of your car. That isn't the hallmark of the world's most organized person. Oh, see, that makes so much more sense. Between you thinking ahead for once and a vampire with a spike trap, I think I know what I'd put my money on. Do we need this chainsaw, by the way? I've never seen you use it. Yes, I can tell it has been used, but when's the last time? Well, it's taking up an awful lot of space for something you've only used once. Is it even charged? Do you charge a chainsaw, or is this a gas one? Is it even. Oh, no, definitely charged. Whatever. There's more junk in here I'm not sure you really need. Like, okay, this one's had me scratching my head from when I dug through your car. It's just a box of ribbon. What do you even have this? In case you're stuck and you have the sudden desire to cover your leather jacket in pretty bows? And then we have this. It's a random piece of wood. A wooden plank. It's not even a stake. It's just taking up space in your car. Are you going to make stakes out of it? Okay, here's a thought. Maybe you should have taken the time to do that already. Then you could put them with the rest of your deadly weapons, and I won't have a 4x4 board to play car Tetris with. It's called constructive criticism, Cupcake. If you're allowed to say that I should stop eating people, I'm allowed to say you should clean out your car. I think they're roughly equivalent lifestyle changes. I mean, my end of things would be to take a stupid amount of self control and militaristic dedications to deny myself the pleasure that I have for no reason to aspire to. And you would just have to walk to a trash can once every, I don't know, week, maybe two, instead of just hoarding everything in your car. Actually, I think you're right. I am asking way less of you. Cupcake, I just found an empty bottle of Pepsi Blue back here. This was discontinued in 2004. Look me in the eyes and tell me that sounds normal to you. I'm just saying, the first step is admitting you have a problem. Oh, fuck if I know. The rest of the steps are probably something about God, AA, and I don't know, other Christian organizations. You're hilarious. No, I don't think I'd burst into flames if I attended. Don't even think about it. I'm drawing the line at standing up in an AA meeting and telling the group I'm a homicidal maniac. There's no parallel. I can stop whenever I want. Oh, fuck off. I know. I said what I meant, alright? I don't want to stop killing. I've made that pretty clear up until this point. It's not an addiction, it's just something that feels good to indulge in. No, I hear it. I definitely hear it. Really doesn't help that I'm feeling all fidgety without it, like I'm jonesing for a good kill, but fuck. You could say a bunch of shit about it. I mean, are you addicted to sleep because without it your brain starts breaking down? No, offing other vampires wouldn't help. It didn't help. It's not the same. You're never going to get it, okay? You're a human. You're an omnivore. For fuck's sake, I am 100% a predator. There's a complete different set of instincts rattling around in my head. Yes, but you could quit hunting if you wanted. You could move out to a sunny coast and never think about vampires again. Can you honestly say you'd feel the urge to kill? Or just. Is it just a moral obligation to stomp out the undead? That's what I thought. I got the tire to fit. How's it going up there? Not bad for someone who doesn't actually work here. Ready to take it out for a test drive, or do you need a longer break before I send you right back behind the wheel? Well, I'd say we could stop for the day, but somehow I doubt the sudden disappearance of an entire pit crew and the discovery of a dumpster full of bodies will shine well on the strangers who just kinda crashed into town. We should probably at least try to get a few more hours in. Just give me your keys, Hunter. I've been driving longer than you've been alive. I promise I won't crash your baby. Come on now. You can tell me it's been easy going full nocturnal, but I know it's not. You can grab a nap in the passenger side until we close into the next town. Then I'll wake you up so you can find us a hotel. Great. Here's hoping the radio works now. I'll circle the block and we can always come back if the signal still sucks. Do we need anything else while we're here? Screwdrivers, blowtorch, some of those fuzzy dice. I'll stop suggesting we should loot places when you stop killing everyone inside them. Yeah, well, I doubt we'll trip into anything like this again. Seriously, the odds of this happening have to be astronomical. You really do have the worst luck. I have no idea how we managed to find the one vampire in this whole country who could stomach a gas station stench for more than 5 minutes. Okay, we don't need to get into who specifically wanted to stop for a blood break, and who else is irresistible to snack on, and who keeps luring vampires in. Let's just put all the blame squarely on your shoulders and stop arguing. Oh, come on, I saw that. No, that was definitely a yawn. Come on, get that fine stretch of neck into the car and take a nap. No wonder you're so cranky. It's clearly past your bedtime. Yep. Good night, Hunter. Let's see if the radio has any lullabies. Today, I learned a lamp that I thought had to be plugged into the wall and charged with it and powered by a USB cable is actually charged. So I didn't actually have to leave it plugged in. I found this out because I just flicked it on out of boredom, and it wasn't plugged in, but it turned on, and I've never been more confused in my life.